I'm Anil Kumar, and now let us see how to perform operation of multiplication on functions. Use the graph of f and g to sketch graphs of fg. Now we are given graph of f, which is a straight line as shown here with a negative slope, and g is a line which has a positive slope. We have to perform the operation f times g and show the graph of product of these two functions. Remember, you can only perform this operation on common domain. Now let's analyze the domain for f. For f, it is from -3 to 5. As far as g is concerned, it is from -3 to 3, correct? That means the common domain is what? So common domain is where we can perform this operation is from -3 to +3, right? So remember, f of g can be found only in this domain from x value from -3 to 3. Now, how to multiply them? At each and every x value, we can multiply their corresponding y values to get the result. Now, as you know, 0 times anything is 0. So these two x-intercepts will result in zeros. Correct? So those are my 2 points. And now these are my extreme points. Let me see what their value is going to be. At -3, the y value is -2 for g and 6 for f. If I multiply 2 and -2, I get -12. So I get a point corresponding to -312. Let's see the other extreme, which is 4 times 0 is 0. Correct. So we got some values. Now we can pick up some more values, and remember that we have to connect them as a parabola, since product of two linear equations gives us a quadratic equation. Here it is 2 times 2, right? Both values are 2 at x equals to 1, so we get 4 here, right? So that is how we get some values, and we can always connect them forming a parabola. Now at 2, the value for g is 3, and as far as f is concerned, it is 1. So 3 times 1 is 3, so that is the point. At the x-intercept, we have values 1 and 3, so that is the next point. Now we can join these points with the help of a smooth curve. Now this function represents f of g. F times g, I should say, right? So the product, it is a parabola. You could actually get the equation of this parabola by defining your functions. You could say, well, f is equals to, let's say f of x is equal to, is a straight line with y-intercept of 3 and the slope is 1, correct? The slope is 1. So 4 divided by 4, -1. So it is minus x plus 3. As far as g of x is concerned, it has a y-intercept of 1 and the slope of +1. So it is x plus 1. So f of x times g of x is actually equal to minus x plus 3 times x plus 1, correct? So this you will get minus x squared. It's good to write it's good to write in the product form itself. So let me take minus common, right? Minus 3 times minus common, x minus 3 times x plus 1. So that gives us a parabola with 2 zeros. The zeros are at 3 and -1. That's what it is. And negative means it's upside down, opening downwards. And of course, the maximum will be right in the center of these two. So we can add them up, that is -2, and then divide by, you can add 3 and -1. You get 2 divided by 2, which is 1. So you get maximum at 1. If I write x as 1, I do get the value of 4, correct? So 1 minus 3 is minus 2, and 1 plus 2 is plus 2. And when you multiply minus 2 plus 2 with this minus, you get plus 4. So that is how you could also get the equation, right? Remember, when you're doing all this, you have to take both these functions within the interval x greater than equal to minus 3 and less than equal to plus 3, right? So that's an alternate way of finding the equation of your parabola. So I hope you learned with this video how to multiply two functions. They should be multiplied only in their common domain. And now you should expect that when you're doing a linear function with a linear function, it should be a quadratic function. So when you connect your points, make sure it looks like a parabola. So if you keep those things in mind, you can make an excellent graph of such operations of functions. Thank you and all the best.